Hello everyone. We will wait for 2 to 3 minutes so that more people can join. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to this live. Uh, as you all have noticed the thumbnail, today we are going to see 20 Python programs that are useful in our day-to-day life. So we'll see the first program, that is reversing a string. And in this program, we are going to take a string, that is, you can see here, mankind is great, and storing it in a variable string. And then with the slicing notation, first you will declare our variable here, and then with the slicing notation, with by taking step -1, we will print this string from the from backwards. Means this string will be printed from t, this last letter t, to the first letter m. And then we are storing this in a newly created variable, that is reverse underscore string. And now using the print function, we'll print the reverse underscore string. And as you can see that if we'll run the code, our string is printed from the backward to the uh, from the last letter to the first letter. Now I'll move to the second program, that is checking if a string contains a substring. Now in this program, we will first give us a string. Here I have given hello world, and inside this string we are going to search for the words, search for the substrings. Uh, if there is a big sentence, so if you want to find the specific word, that word or that substring is present in that string or not, so we can check by this using this program. So first we are taking our string, that is hello world, and then we are declaring a variable substring, and then we are giving the word. We want to search for the word world, so we are giving here world. Now using the if else statements, we are declaring here if substring, means that if this substring is present inside this string, then print substring found. And we can see that yes, world is present in hello world, so substring found. And if we'll take a big sentence, now we want to know that ago is present in this word or not. So we'll write here ago, and then again we can see that substring found. The result is substring found as ago is present in this string. Now if we'll search for something that is not present, that is this is not present, then if we'll run this code, so no output will be given. So we'll head to the third program, that is finding the maximum value in a list. Now, in this program, we are going to first we'll take a number of lists, and then we are going to find the maximum value present inside the list. So for that, first we will declare my underscore list, and then we'll declare our list, and we'll put some values inside that list. As you can see, I have given 1, 5, 3, 9, and 2. And now we have to find the maximum value. So for that, we will use the max function, which is the built-in function of the Python. So here we are giving the max function, and then we are passing our list inside the max function, and we are storing this max function inside the variable which we have declared max underscore value, and then simply we'll print our max underscore value variable which we have created now. And, and here you can see that 9 is the bigger alphabet, so 9 has come here. Now this was a small values of number I have taken. I'll take some bigger alphabets. Oh, sorry, bigger numbers. Now from this we are going to find which is the largest one. As you can see, 89752. Amongst this list, the 89752 number is the largest. Now we'll head back to the fourth program, that is finding the index of the maximum value in a list. Now in the third program we find it the maximum value. Now in this program we are going to find the maximum value, but this time not the value. This time we are going to find that maximum values at which index it is present. So we'll move to the we'll see our code. First we have taken a list, then we have stored it in my underscore list, and then here what we have done that first we have called our variable in which the list has stored. Now using the index method, we are giving the we'll check the index. So inside the index method, we want the index for the maximum value. For that we have to use the maximum function. So under the index method we are giving max function, and then we are giving our list, and then we are storing it in max underscore index variable, and then we are simply going to print that max underscore index variable. As we run the code, as you can see, uh, 3 comes here. At 3 index, our the maximum value has been kept. So we'll check that 1 is present at 0, 5 is present at 1, and 3 is present at 2, and yes, 9 has presented 3. So if we'll change now, we will again take maximum numbers, so that for checking the program, and if we'll execute our code, so again it has printed 3. Let me count. This first value is present at 0. Then this 6743 is present at first. Then this 7865 is present at 2. And this last one that is starting from 8. So we can clearly know that this is the bigger one. So it is present at third index. Now we'll move to the fifth program, that is reversing a list. Now earlier we have seen that how to reverse a string. Now this time we'll see how to reverse a list, how to reverse the elements present inside the list. So for that we will take a list and store it in my underscore list variable, and then we'll declare our list, and with slicing notation, again we'll use slicing notation. With slicing notation, and we'll give the step that is -1, so that it will be printed from the last element to the first element. And then we'll print reverse underscore list using the print function. And if we'll run the code, as we can see that from 2 to 1 has been printed. Now I'll move to the sixth program, that is removing duplicates from a list. Now in our list, if there are numbers which have been repeatedly occurred, now we want that number uh, to remove from our list. So for that what we'll do, we'll first declare the list, and then we'll use the list function for taking that in a list. So if something is not present in a list, maybe something present inside this is a string or something. So for that, we'll convert the list into a uh, list. So for that, we are using the list function, and then we'll use the set property of Python. And then what does this set property do? This set property finds the unique numbers. As it is, it prints in unordered list, and so it prints in unordered lists. That's why it takes only unique values. So a value which has been repeated inside a list, which that will not print, that will only print one time. So and then we are storing this inside the my underscore list variable, and then we are printing the my underscore list. And if you'll see the code here, you can see that 2 has been occurred once, twice. 2 has been occurred twice, but here 2 has been written only once. So this is the work of this set property of Python. Now we'll head to the seventh program, that is checking if a list is empty. Now, if we want to check our list is empty or fulfilled, so for that, first we have taken a blank list, a empty list. Then with the help of if else statement, uh, sorry, here I have only used the if. So if not, and then I have given the uh, my list name, that is my underscore list, and here you can see that and then I have printed inside the statement that if list is empty, then it will be print list is empty. And clearly, if I run the code, then it is printing list is empty because our list is empty. And if I'll write here, give some properties inside it, and then if I'll print here something, then it will not print. Now we can do something. We can give here else statement, and then we can print that uh, list is not empty. So if we'll run the code now if we'll run the code, then we'll see that our else property is running. That list is not empty. And maybe we can print our list also. Yeah. So if our list is empty, then it will be printed that list is empty. And if our list is not empty, then it will be printed that list is not empty, and then our list will be printed. So now our list is empty. So we'll see that list is empty is showing. Now I'll give some values inside it. And if I'll run the code now, then you can clearly see that list is not empty, and our list has been printed. So we'll head to our next program, that is converting a string to a list. Now we'll take a string in this program, we'll take a string and then we'll convert that string into a list. Then how we'll do it, we'll see the code. First we have taken a string that is hello world and store it in a string named variable. And then we are using the list function, and inside this list function we are giving the variable in which our string has been stored, that is the string. And then we are storing this list function inside this a newly variable created my underscore list, and simply will print the my underscore list variable. And here you can see that every letter has been printed in a list, that every element of this hello world, that h is printed, h has become a individual element, now e has become an individual element, and all the alphabets present in hello world, either the space is also printed in a has become an individual element. So now we'll see the ninth program, that is sorting a dictionary by value. Now this is an interesting program. So first we'll take a dictionary and store it in my underscore dict variable. And I have taken inside the dictionary that first the key is apple, then the value is 3, then there is banana and the value is 1, then there is orange and the value is 2. Now what we are doing, with the dictionary comprehension, we are using this sorted function. We are doing that. We have first given the keys and value, and then for key for k, for the keys, the value in sorted function we have given that my underscore did dot, and then the items present inside the dict will be sorted on the basis of this 3 1 and 2. And then we are doing that, and then we are taking this lambda function, that is this key lambda item, key equal to lambda item. We are setting this key to the lambda function using this key equal to lambda item and item 1. Basically, this line what will do, that this line will print this dict on the basis of the second variable, means the second value, that is here 3, here 1, and here 2. And then we have and that we have stored this whole line inside this sorted underscore dict variable, and then we are simply printing the variable. As you can see that it has written banana 1, orange 2, apple 3. And now if I did something, and if I'll give 4 here, and then I want that one more fruit should be added, so I'll add here 2. I'll make it 2, and then we'll run our code. And yes, you can see that it is taking the second value. It's not taking the key. For sorting, it is taking the second value, and then it is printing the first one, that is banana, then the second one, that is guava, and the third one, that is apple, and then the fourth one, that is orange. So now we head to the next program, that is checking if a file exists. Now, for executing this program, we have to first install this OS, and then only this program will be uh, run. So for that, if you have already installed, then you can use it. Simply import, and then you will import OS, and then you will check if, then we will call this OS, and then dot path dot is file. This is the property in this uh, library, present in this library, and then we'll give our file name. And if this file will be present in our uh, the location, then it will be printed file exits, or it will print nothing. And if you see the code, and if you'll run this code, then we will see that this file does not exist here. So I'll give a name that is present here. I remember one photo which I was editing. So if I run the code, and yes, it is present in the location. So you can see when I give the name of the file which is present in the my location, then it says that file exists. And wait a second, we can do more to this. We will add a else function, and then we'll print that file uh, file not exists. And if we'll print now, so will our file is present in the location, that's why it's printing file exists. If we'll give something that is not present, so you can see that here the output is file not exist, means that this file is not exist. uh, this program is very useful, as if you are searching for a file and you have lots of file in a particular folder, so we will simply create a python file, and then you can run this code, and you will know that that file is present in that folder or not, and that is very helpful to you. So we'll see the next program, that is counting occurrence of an element in a list. Uh, for a particular item, for checking that element that is in a list, that is present, that that is how many times that is present. For checking that, we will use this program. So first we have taken a list here, and then we have stored it in my underscore list, and we are using then we have declared the variable in which this list has been stored, my underscore list, and with the count property, we will simply give count and then we'll give the name of the element that we want to count. Here I want to count the 2, and then and store it in a count variable, and then we will simply print the count using the print function. Now I'll have printed. So here how many times 2 is present? Once and twice. So we'll do what? We'll randomly give 2's here so that it becomes hard to count. And now if we run the code, something went wrong. Over here, one, that's my bad. And here you can see that 2 is present 11 times here. Now if I want to check for any other element, so again give 4 many times so, so that to check 4. And then if I'll execute the code, then 4 then output is 6, means 4 has been present 6 times in this list. And if I'll count, then 4 once, twice, 3, 4, 5, and yes, it is 6th time. So this is also a nice program. So we'll now move to the next program, that is 12th one. Check if all elements in a list are unique. So uh, in this program, we will check that our list has all the elements present inside the list are unique or not, means it is repeated or not. If it is not repeated, means each element present in our list is unique, and if it is repeated, then it will not print anything. So first we have taken a list and then store it in my underscore list, and then we are checking that if length, it is an inbuilt function. So if length, and then we'll giving our variable in which the list is present. So if length is equal to the length of the list. Now again we are using the set property. This property, earlier I have told that this property uh, checks that the element present in the list is getting duplicated or not, means it's present multiple times or it has present only one time. So then if the length of the my list is equal to the length, and then using the set function we are passing my underscore list, and if this is equal to if this is equal, then it will print that all elements are unique, or else it will print nothing. And here all elements are unique. Now if we'll add a 1 here, then you can see that nothing is printed because I didn't have given else statement. If I'll give else here, and then if I'll now run the program, then the else part will be run. That duplicate, I'll forgot a here, so duplicate elements are present. Now we'll see the next program, that is 13th, removing all occurrence of an item from a list. Now if something in the earlier program we see that there was no repetition. Now in this program, if there is repetition of something, some elements, then we want to remove that particular element. Means here I have taken, so I'll explain this by using these codes. Okay, so focus here. I have taken a list, and then I have declared in a variable, I have stored it in a variable that is my underscore list, and then I have taken a variable item and then initialize its value to 2. Now I want that in this list, that how many times 2 is present, I don't want to see that 2. So for that, we'll do what? We'll use list comprehension, and inside the list comprehension, we'll do that. First, we have taken the x, that is the element in the list. So for x in my list, so here means the elements present in my list, means the elements that are present in my list. And then we are again checking that if x is not equal to the item, means this item is 2, and if x is not equal to the item, then the elements will be printed. And then we are and storing it in my underscore list, and then we'll print our my underscore list. And then you can see that all the 2's have been removed. Now if I want to remove the 4, that I don't want to see this 4. What I will do, I'll simply change the value of the item to from 2 to 4, and if I'll run the code, then you can see here 4 has been removed from the list. Now we'll see the 14th program, that is flattening a nested list. Now in this program, what we'll do, first there is a list. As we can see that there is a list. Now inside the list there are nested list, or you can say sublists. So we'll do what, we'll remove this sublist and we'll make us only one list. So for that, first we have taken the list and the nested list inside that list, and we have declared it in, we stored it in a variable that is my underscore list. And then we are doing that, um, we have taken the elements x, and then for the sublists in my list, means the nested list which are present in my list, and then we are saying that for x in sublist, and for the x present in this sublist, means first we are taking the sublist, means first we are taking this three, first one, this second one, and this third one, and then we are saying that for sublist in my list, means the sublist presence inside the my list, first we are operating on them, then we are saying that for x in sublist, that it means that the inside the sublist that these elements are present, this 1 comma 2, then in the second sublist 3 comma 4, then in the third one 5th comma 6. Now for that, for this total line, the elements will be printed, and then we are storing it in a variable that is, we have named it the variable flatten underscore list, and then we are simply printing it. And if we'll execute the code, and you can see that all the three sublets are been removed and one list has been only occurred. So now we'll move to the 15th program, that is merging two dictionaries. uh, Here what we'll do, we will take two dictionaries and we'll merge the two dictionaries and make a one dictionary. So we have taken two dictionaries here, apple, and initialize value to 3, and then banana 1. Then we have taken second dictionary in dict2 variable, and then we are given orange, then its value to 2, then pear, then its value to 4. Now, now what we have, now what we are doing, we are simply using the double asterisk. We are directly giving the name of the dictionary, and then with the, we are doing same with the second dictionary, and then we are storing it in merge underscore dict. And if we'll print the merge underscore dict, we can see that the two different dictionaries has been merged. Now it is in unordered list, but has been merged. Now we'll head to the next program, that is removing all white spaces from a string. Now this program will be used when we copy from the net or from the web, that we copy many texts, and then that text have many white spaces that we don't want. So simply we can do what, we will take that string here inside this, and then we are creating we have created a variable named string, and then we are giving this separator, and we are leaving this separator blank as we don't want anything inside the separator. And then using the join method, we are simply joining the string and then splitting it. So if we'll not split it, what will happen, that it will not give a space between the words, means the word, means if there is hello world, so it will not give space between hello world, it will print hello and no space and then world. So for that we have to give split here, we have used split here, and then we are storing it in new underscore string, and then we are printing our new underscore string. And if we'll run this, then we can see that, one second, we have to give a space here. We can give anything here. If we give comma here, then you can see hello, and after hello there has been printed world. And if you want to give only space, then we can give only space, and you can see that hello, and then all these white spaces from before the h word and between this O and W, and then after the D word, all the white spaces can be removed. Only one space has been kept, that is here. Now we'll move to the next program, that is the 17th one. Check if a string is a palindrome or not. So for checking that a string is palindrome or not, first of all, what is palindrome? Now this is a very basic question, and in interviews, this question uh, has has been asked many times. So palindrome is what? That if a number is starting from, for example, you can take here that race car means it is starting from RAC, then the mid element is E, and then after that it's getting printed descendingly. Now here in from the starting it is R, A, and C. Now from in the ending it is CAR. So this type of alphabets or these types of word which contain this types of format, this is called palindrome. That it will start from that, and then descendingly it will end at the same using the same alphabets in the same order also. So if your word is like this, then it is a palindrome. So I think you have understand what is palindrome. Now we have taken a word that is race car, and then we have stored it in a string variable. Now we are checking that if this string is equal to this string, and then we are using the slicing notation, that with by using the -1 step, so that it will check from the last to the first. So if this string is equal to this statement, so string is a palindrome will be printed, and if it is not, then nothing will be printed. We'll check the code, and you can see that the string is a palindrome, means yes, this string is a palindrome. Now we'll check another, as we can take 1 2 3 4 and then 3 2 1. And if we'll check, this is also a palindrome. But what if I'll give you a 2? Then nothing will be printed. So we'll move to the next program, that is 18th, removing duplicates from a. Now this time we'll remove duplicates from a string. So now for that we will first we have to take a string. So I have taken here hello world, and then I've stored it in a string variable, and now I have used the separator, then join, then the join method, and then again I'm using the set function. Already earlier I have told that what the set function do, and then we have given our variable, that is string, and then we are storing it in new string because it becomes a new string, and then we are printing it. And if you print it, then you can see L is 3 times, so L comes here only once. O is 2 times, so O only comes here once. So now we'll move to the 19th program. It is the second last program, counting the number of words in a string. Now we'll do what? We'll count the number of words that are present in our string. For that, we are simply taking a string, that is hello world. We are storing it in a variable string. And then using the length function, we are giving our string, and then we are giving the split function to split the words. And we are storing it in one word underscore count, and then we'll printing our, and then you can see that hello and world, there are two words present inside the string. So what if we'll increase this hello 2023, this has been a great year so far. Now it's hard to count in 1 or 2 seconds, how many how many words are present in this string. So for that, this program is very useful, and you can see that 11 words are present in this string. If you want to check, then 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 and 11. Yes, 11 words are present. Now generating a random integer, this is our last program for today. uh, so for that we have to first install the random, random module, and then we are importing random, and then we are giving that random underscore number of, we are declaring a variable, and then using this random module we are, and then we are using its a property of the random, that is random rand int, and then we are setting its value to start from 1, and to the random number will occur from 1 to 10 only, and then we are simply printing this random number. And if we'll print this code, then randomly it occurs 3. Now if again I'll do it, it's 4, then 1, then 10, then 5, and you can, it will, each time it will randomly print a random number between these limits, between 1 and 10. And if I'll increase this value to 50, it will print from 1 to 50. So it is also a nice program. So that's all for today. Uh, for today, that much only. We'll see you. We'll meet you in next weekends. We'll come live in next weekends again. So till then, bye. Take care. Thank you.